Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Barbara Joseph, coming to you from Central Maine, and I have a great group of folks joining me. You will be meeting Suzanne Steele from New Hampshire, Lori Jones from South Carolina, Bob Stallalonis and Angie Patino from Southern Maine, and Sue Ellen Lexier from Central Maine. So we are a community of independent Nikken consultants and entrepreneurs, and we have a message. We found a better way of life, and we have a passion and a purpose to make a difference in the world. And you know, people and companies have to make a profit, but isn't it wonderful that we do this by enriching lives, uplifting the planet, and making a difference in the world, and then we get to share this amazing prosperity. Now, we get to do that because the founder of our company, Mr. Isama Masuda, had this philosophy that balance was critical in all of these areas of life. Having a peaceful, energized, inspired mind, a healthy, fit, active body, quality time with the family, finances to fund whatever you needed and more, and time and energy to engage in your community. And that's called living a life in balance, where you can be a human being more. So as you look at this, I wonder if there's one, two, or even three of these pillars that may be out of balance for you, and that there might be something that you discover that could help that. The reality is life is stressful, and wherever I go, I see people working extra jobs because they can't afford to retire. Millennials can't find work. Parents are taking children to daycare and trying to tend to elder parents, and life is stressful. Now, the number one source of stress, as most people would agree, is finances. And we've got three money strategies. The first one is what 95% of the population does, which is trading time for dollars. So whether you're an employee or self-employed, you really are limited in your income. And even if you love what you do, you really can't get ahead in life. There's just not enough time, not enough energy. So the M2 strategy is great. Warren Buffett's quite well known, but you have to have money to invest money to make more money. And M3 is fabulous, leveraging your time, compounding your efforts through others to make more money. And I guess the best example of that would be the franchise, food franchises that are about. But you know, the people that I know that own them have had to have $1 million to invest, and they still have employees, and they have actually challenges with technology and their, what's the word I want? With the systems that are going on there. So it's a step above, but I don't really think it's a solution, and we're going to introduce you to a better way. So given all these changes in our economy, there is a trend. It's called the gig economy. It's a big buzzword now, and it's where people can have more independence and more mobility. They can have an extra gig to earn that extra income. Now, the reason that can happen is because of technology, and I'm sure you've heard of Uber and Airbnb, where you can just plug in and earn more income. But again, you're still trading time for dollars. So that's the economic challenges that we're having. Let's look at some of the health facts. We've already talked about stress, but look at the health challenges that that can bring on. Heart disease, fatigue, sleep, and weight challenges. And you know, most people don't sleep well. Your immune system gets compromised. Outdoor air is pretty challenging, but that indoor air is even higher on the air pollutant list, and there's so many young children with asthma and allergies, and there's also linked to cancer and so many health challenges. And water's on the front page of every newspaper and magazine, whether it's tap water, city water, well water, or bottled water. Major challenge, environmental hazards, and many diseases. Put this all together, and you've got a body burden. And that's really demonstrated in our children. Before they're born, they already have over 150 toxins in their bloodstream. So they're at risk. There's obesity, there's ADD, ADHD, Really a lot of challenges, and it's a very sad situation. The other part around that is the technology of cell phones and Wi-Fi and microwaves. They are very detrimental to our health and our well-being. Guess what? We have a solution, and it's called active wellness. So we can be healthy by choice and not by chance, by taking charge of our life. And since we have choice, every small choice that we make can make a difference in our life. It becomes a habit. So the more positive choices that we make, the healthier we can be. And I'm all for that, being excited and happy and at the top of our game rather than discouraged and anxious and stressful. And how do we do this? If we're going to make a small choice in our health, in our income, in our future, Nikken has put together a whole program of a wellness home. And it's taking the essential energies of nature that we have, that we all thrive and love and adore, and they bring them into our homes, and they put together a whole product line of solutions that we can sit on and sleep in and slip in our shoes and wear on our bodies and breathe and drink. So air, water, sleep, light, and nutrition. And it's a very simple, inspired way of living. And it has a start and it has no end. So I'm going to introduce a few people who are going to share more about our categories of our wellness solutions. And any one of these could be a whole company in and of itself. So Angie is going to start off with nutrition and skincare.
Yes, as a former nurse and nutritionist, I know how critical nutrition is. So with recent travels that we've done, the Nikken Kenzen Vital Balance was absolutely fabulous because we could start our breakfast, our morning with that, because the people that we were staying with and traveling really don't eat the way that we do. And so adding the salad in a jar, as it's referred to with the jade greens on, was also a fabulous way to keep ourselves healthy while we were traveling. And the skincare, our body's largest organ, we don't know what kind of water we're exposed to, and I don't like the dry soaps that you often find in other people's homes or in the hotels. So having these wonderful organic products really help maintain our skin in a very healthy way, and same with our hair.
And of course, we have a much more complete line, and it's very basic: immunity, bone health, joint health, heart health. And this is just a small portion. Thank you. So, Swellen?
I am a former educator, although I feel like I'm still educating people. I was in education for over 30 years. And I absolutely think this PIMAG water program is fantastic. Water is one of the basic needs that all of us have. And we know, as Barbara said, there's lots of problems with water. Well, this system takes care of it. Whether you buy the water bottle, which I take with me everywhere. I just came back from Florida. What a wonderful thing to have instead of drinking Florida water or buying bottled water, which I really don't want to do. The PIMAG water system just happened to be at my friend's house. So I got to have my coffee and tea made with this delicious water and heard a lot of good comments about that. And then the shower head. My sister said her hair has never been better since she started using the Nikken wonderful shower head. So all of these things help us in our environment with our bodies, and they're simple to use. Anyone can use them.
Yes, and I think by Florida water, you probably meant chlorinated water.
Well, Florida water could be well water too, but none of it's good.
Okay, great. Thank you. And Bob, how about rest and relaxation here?
Hi, Bob Scalonis, a former software consultant. Rest and relaxation, it's recuperating and helping your body to really stay vibrant and in the game. I've been an athlete all my life, and I had some challenges with my back, which precluded me from running. I'd run 5 marathons in my 30s, but I was unable to run for about 20 years until I started to use these fantastic Nikken products. And that allowed me to actually run the Chicago Marathon 6 years ago. So it keeps you in the game. I also have a customer who's in his 70s, and he was challenged with balance problems. He actually had a couple of minor falls, and he had foot discomfort. Those magnetic shoe inserts were phenomenal. He says he doesn't want to go anywhere without them because it helps with his balance, and it also has reduced the foot discomfort that he was dealing with. So these products help you to stay in the game.
Fabulous. So we have these amazing solutions, and people can begin as a customer and just enjoy products for free and have a wonderful online access, or they can choose to join Nikken. And it's very simple. It's a $99 startup with products that you want to invest in. And if you want this as an entrepreneurial business, you can invest in things to share with others. And the sharing and the promoting are inclusive of products and our purpose and mission, changing the world, making a difference, having a cause. And it's all about friendships, social media, groups, whatever way interests and intrigues you. But it's a recipe. And when you follow the recipe, it's turnkey, it's established, it's well-known, you're mentored. And then Nikken does what a big company, multi-billion-dollar global company does. Inventory, research and development. They do all the tracking and your taxes, and you get rewarded. And there's also other luxury trips and incentives that people can enjoy depending on what their interest is. So Lori's going to tell us a little bit about what we do, how we work together to leverage and compound our efforts.
Thank you, Barbara. My background is in food service. I've been in and around food service for over 35 years. Nikken was hope for me. I was a very unhealthy person. I had a lot of body issues, and Nikken came into the picture, and I finally grabbed a hold of someone up on the top of the mountain, and they helped me. They helped me to develop and share this business with other people. That's what I love about this business, is that there's other people who've been in it for a lot longer that can help you, and they will help you. And one of the very unique things about Nikken is that sometimes the consultants and the leaders in the business will not even benefit financially, and yet they will help you. And so that's just the Nikken way. So thank you, Barbara.
Yeah, in fact, all of us on this call are kind of part of that. Now, Suzanne, I'd love for you to come on and tell us a little bit about who you are and your plan B as we look at this slide, which is about how we ripple out into the world and actually do the leveraging and the compounding of the gift that we have in terms of finances, in terms of health and wellness, in terms of lifestyle and freedom.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm in New Hampshire, and my background is also software, like Bob. I started with this because of a health challenge, and fortunately for me, I took a look at it. And that was 21 years ago. And what I've been able to do in those 21 years is compound and leverage and share this not only locally, but it's gone beyond my local area to places and states and countries outside of my area, because I've listened and asked questions and found out how I can help other people. And that's what we do together. And fortunately, I did listen, and I did take a hold of this because just a year ago, I was outsourced from my job. So I had this plan B that was very nicely turned into a plan A. And this only works because the products, the solutions that we offer are important, and they're changing the way that we look at creating health and wellness. And by doing so, we impact not only ourselves, our families, but the people and the planet of this world.
So lovely to have everyone's perspective and voice, and that is why we come together as such a fabulous community. The products are innovative. They simply put the body in a position for the body to do what it knows to do best. And coming from my energy healing background, I really could feel that and know that in terms of the environment and the lifestyle. So the question is, looking at your life, what is your work-life balance like? Are you open to a better quality of life with more happiness, more time, more freedom, and more income? And to make a difference and help change the world. And I was doing that in my energy healing practice, and it was one person at a time. And then I expanded, and I was a school, and so I had a group of people, yet I was still trading my time for dollars. So when I was introduced to Nikken, I was very grateful because I could be part of this purpose, this mission, this cause. I could collaborate with people, and I could leverage and compound so that not only could I earn more income, but I could help other people all over the world in all those ways. So we thank you very much for your time, your attention, and your consideration. And this is only a step in the process. We'd love for you to get to know other people personally and demonstrate the products for you. So thank you very much.